ick. I'm gonna go out and do a nice long tour. It's -1 today. It's not the greatest, but no, could be worse. But it's snowing pretty good right now. It looks like it's gonna be here, for the rest of the day. I'm only going to use the camera in the waterproof case because it's really wet snow. It's right at the freezing mark and has the potential of warming up into the positive temperature. Only 1 degree, but no, that could change it over to rain. So I'm not going to take a chance on getting my other camera wet. So before I do that, I'm going to talk about my doctor's appointment and what happened. And, well, for a week I tried to change my sleeping pattern, completely flip it 180 degrees. And I've explained several times about how, that's really difficult for me to do. It has to pretty much happen naturally in order for it to really take. But I didn't have a choice. I had to be up at 8 o'clock in the morning. And basically just getting to sleep at that time, so it was going to be pretty rough. The only days that I was actually able to be up early are 2 days that the scanner woke me up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Generally, when I'm getting up that early, that means I didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before, or the day before, I should say. So, now I was pretty tired, and it was difficult to stay awake for the rest of the day to continue, getting up at that time. So, that was pretty rough. And the morning that I had to go, normally, if I have something to do one day that's important and I have a specific time, I can't sleep the night before. It's just the way I am. I know something's going to happen. I can't sleep. Well, somehow I managed. I wasn't taking any kind of sleep aid whatsoever because that doesn't really help me sleep. It's just once I fall asleep, it keeps me asleep. And that kind of lessens the possibility of being able to get up at the time I need to get up. So I didn't take any sleep aids the night before whatsoever. Somehow I managed to actually fall asleep. And I woke up with my 8 o'clock alarm, which was impressive to me. So, 45-minute drive to Hanover. I come outside early, and the van was already here waiting for me, so that was cool. And this van, one of the reasons I hate traveling is I don't make a good passenger. Especially if there's snow on the ground. I'm really, really nervous. I need to be in control, right? So, thankfully the weather was nice. It was a bit windy that day, but temperature was good, and the weather was good. Well, as far as precipitation, it was nothing. So, the biggest reason I needed to be waking up regularly in the morning is because when I'm tired, my temperature goes up, and when I get to the hospital, I need to do a COVID screening, and I didn't want my temperature to be high. Well, riding in the van was hot, and when I got to the hospital, she come over with the temperature gun, and it's like, oh crap, I got this on. And in a hot van, so I'm sweating underneath it, right? And I left it up and I told her, I says, I'm kind of worried because I come out of a hot van and I got this hat on. But the temperature was normal, so that worked out okay. So the reason I had to go is because we have a tax break for people that are disabled. And you have to fill out this form. The doctor has to fill out his part of it. I never bothered with it. I don't pay taxes anyways because I have a government income and it's non-taxable, so I don't need a tax break on something I'm not paying, so I never bothered with it. Well, Justin Trudeau came out with this COVID relief package for people who are on disability, but the only people that qualify are people who have filled this form out. So I guess unless you fill this form out, you're not really disabled, even though you're on ODSP or CPP or whatever, right? So yeah, the deadline was September 25th. I sent the forms in, but after I sent them in, I realized, or sent them to my doctor, I should say. But after I sent them, I realized I forgot to include the note explaining what it was for and the deadline. So I hadn't heard anything, and I assumed everything was in motion. So you see, last week I got a call from the doctor's office stating that I need to come in. His doctor needs to talk to me about this form. I'm thinking, well, it's kind of pointless now. September 25th is already gone. It's like 2 months ago. So I ended up going anyways. Part of the form, the doctor has to summarize my illness and how it affects me. So this isn't something I had to go through everything, every aspect of my life, and how in detail my illness affects those aspects. Even without my illness, I can't just sit there and write that out all at once. And especially someone waiting for me, because with my illness, I can't think of everything all at once. Like, you can hear the way I'm talking. I speak in spurts because my brain just doesn't keep up with my mouth anymore. So speaking and thinking are two different things, but to put it down on paper, I don't always know how to express my thoughts. So he told me, I said, it doesn't have to be done right away. So I can take the form, or I just don't even need the form. I just need to write out as much detail as I can and send it into him, and he'll summarize it. This has to be done, because if he sends it in without that, they'll just send it back. They won't even look at it. So I've got some homework to do. The other thing, it's been a couple years since I've been in. I'm losing my voice already. The other thing too is it's been a couple years since I've been in to see him, so he wants to do more tests. So I got blood work I gotta do. Oh yay. And well, I don't mind giving blood, but under these restrictions, I don't know. I could have done it there. At the Hanover Clinic, they have the blood lab in the basement. I could have done it there, but I went downstairs and there were a lot of people there, so I figured I was going to have to wait. And I was required to wear a mask in the van, in the doctor's office, and then in the van again coming home. And I'll tell you, by the time I got there, I just needed to get it off. So I said, well, I'll do it when I get back to Hanover. I mean, Wingham. So I haven't been to our hospital yet since I've been living here. And with the COVID restrictions, I'm not sure what the procedure is at this point. I'm hoping I don't have to be tested. I don't mind a finger up my nose, but that's swab. It's just something about it. Hearing from other people their experience with it, it's not something I really want to do. Not an experience to look forward to. So I didn't need to be tested to go to the doctor, so I'm hoping I don't need to be tested for that, but I'm going to call and find out. So I got the form that I need to take in, and I got some prescription for medication, because I haven't been, once my subscriptions ran out, expired or whatever, it was this time of year, and this was before COVID, and it takes a while, 6 weeks or more sometimes, to get into the doctor, just to get an appointment. And I was so worried that it would be a day where we were getting a snowstorm or something, and like I say, I'm not a good pastor, so I was going to wait till summer. In the meantime, I found over-the-counter substitutes for most of them, so that's just kind of what I've been using. So the only thing that I really couldn't find was a substitute for antidepressants. So I think, I know he's included that in the prescription. I'm not sure if there's anything else or not. Either way, I guess that's it for that. But I started talking about this van. I forgot. It's got some kind of issue. I'm so glad there wasn't snow on the road, because it was bad enough as it was. It swayed like a motorboat going down the highway. And the wind he was fighting the wind the whole way. And he said something about it, and I said, yeah, I noticed it's got a bit of a sway to it. And he hates driving it. And he says, it's gone in the shop 3 times and it keeps coming back. They say there's nothing wrong with it. And he says, well, you drive it to Toronto then, right? Because it's a handful trying to keep it in a straight line. I know what that's like. I've had vehicles like that. But like I say, with the dry pavement and clear weather, it really didn't bother me much. So that was a plus. That was a good thing. There's one other thing I want to talk about today. And that is, I'm not going to do it right now because I'm losing my voice already. Plus I need to show my computer, so I'll be recording the screen when I do that. I want to speak to the people that are urging me to get a new mobility scooter. Believe me, I'd like to, but I'm going to explain why that's not a possibility at this point in time. There's just no way around it. I can't right now, and I'll try to explain that. So I'm going to be splitting this video into 2 parts, because this one's going to take up a lot. And the second part, I'm going to be going out and just going for a snow tour. I'm going to go for a long one. I'm going to go back to my default route just this time around. I'm going to try to do an out-of-town run and come down the highway. I'll have to see how my batteries are looking at that time, and just how the monster's acting. So I'm going to try to explain why it is that I can't get a new mobility scooter right now. This is information about my bank loan. The original purchase price of the monster was $7,200. My loan amount was $7,500, and I started this May 11th. I thought it was May 22nd, but apparently May 11th, 2016. May 22nd might have been the day that I received it, I don't know. So I've been keeping track of all this, and this is the balance owing on my loan, and this column here will be the total that I paid. So the 3rd day of each month I make a payment of $130.85, and it brings the current balance down. So I'll scroll down to the bottom. This is current. My last payment was November 3rd, and this is what I still owe on the balance of the loan. So as I make a payment, this column will decrease, and this is the total amount that I paid. So this column will increase, and well, according to this, I've got like 3 payments left, and then my loan is finished, but that's not true. I still have 2.5 years to pay. If you look at this balance owing on my bank statement, it is not 367. And why is that? Because on a 7-year loan, there's a whole lot of interest. So once this reaches 0, then this will be 7,500, and then this column will start to populate. So as the payments continue to go, this will keep rising, and by the time I have finished paying for the monster, this value right here will be just over $10,000 because of the interest. So that's why I say the monster cost me $10,000 to buy it, because by the time I finish paying for it, that's the amount that it will actually be. So that's one of the main reason why I can't get a mobility scooter right now, because I still owe a lot on the monster, and I just don't have the finances to do anything else. And earlier this year, my credit took a nosedive again, so I don't have the credit to even extend my loan, which is one thing I was looking at. I can get an extension on my loan, just add to it, but my credit being what it is now, thanks to my credit cards, which I no longer have, I got rid of those. I'm not subjecting myself to that crap anymore, but it's going to take a while for my credit to come back up. So those are the two main reasons why I can't get a new scooter. People have talked about crowdfunding. I can't do that because being on ODSP, I have to declare any income that I have, and that amount of money, they would take a good portion of that. So I would have to get some crazy amount of money in order to have enough left over to actually get a new scooter. So it's just not possible right now. And unfortunately, the monster has sort of kind of become my brand on YouTube. I kind of worried that without the monster, would I even have a channel? You know, I have nothing to fix. What would I do, right? So I don't know. Believe me, I would really, really love to get a new scooter. I'm so tickered. I'm so tired of fixing everything. I'm tired of all the problems. And like I say, right now at this stage of my life, I just want to have fun. I don't want to be fixing everything. But I'm stuck with what I have right now. The only option that I would have would be somebody to give me a scooter. No money exchanging hands, nothing to report. That's the only way I could do it, and I'm not going to ask for that. I don't expect that to happen. You know, it's just, that's the only way it could happen, and that's not going to happen. So I'm stuck with the monster. Even if I did get a new one, I wouldn't be able to do anything to it until the warranty's up. So the best thing I could do would be to put a battery pack on the back of it to power the cameras, and just attach the cameras to my headrest like I did originally with the S950 when I first put the camera on. That's what all I could do until it's paid for, and that would be at least a year. So no floodlights, no strobe light. I'd be limited that way. So I kind of want to keep the monster anyways. When the monster's working, it's a great machine. It's fun, I love it. It's just not reliable. So I just wanted to kind of give an explanation of why I'm sticking with the monster and why I really don't have a choice right now. So until I get it paid for, I really don't have any options right now. So I just want to put that out there. Some people have been urging, trying to talk me into it. You really, really need it. I know I need it. I do. I really do. But right now there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck with it. And I just gotta keep going. Fix it when it breaks. Enjoy it when it works. So that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching, guys. So the original purchase page, I just found this after I finished recording everything. The original purchase page doesn't exist anymore. I have 2 links to Heartway. Heartway doesn't seem to have a website anymore. The first one takes me to Gateway Scooters or something, and the monster isn't even on that page. And this one took me to 1800wheelchair.ca, and price is higher now, $74.50. But kind of going through all this is kind of interesting. And I scroll down here and go through the different features. The Vita Monster S12X Power Scooter is a powerful, sleek-looking 4-wheel mobility scooter, a head-turner to those who work in years in the industry and to newcomers alike. It is one of the most technologically advanced models, and that seems to be an issue. It's not a good thing in the industry, and is known as the Monster. It is designed for those who need a durable and comfortable scooter with the best technology available, and is designed to easily maneuver over off-road terrain, providing a smooth ride in any surface. Yeah, except for sidewalks, because you hit bumps on the sidewalks. Transition in between, if one's an inch higher, it's a huge bump, because both front wheels don't go up together, it's one or the other. So that's kind of a false statement there. It's also equipped with an LCD that shows the speed, temperature, battery status, trip distance, and odometer, and full LED lighting package. High-low beam headlight is not accurate. You get one brightness. Low beam comes into effect when you stop, and it lowers the voltage to the headlights to save battery power. So saying as soon as you start moving again, they come back to full brightness. So saying high low beam headlight, unless they've changed it on newer models, is a false statement. Left and right indicator lights and brake lights. Top speed for the Vita Monster is 11.5 miles per hour. I don't know what that is in kilometers, but I'll convert that for you. It has a range of up to 28 miles per charge. Other features of the Vita Monster are sporty 20-inch captain seat cup holder, which is useless, and adjustable tiller. So, yeah, return policy. Yeah, I bet it's very, very strict, because they know it's got issues. Let's see, here we go again. Front and rear independent suspension. Front suspension is not independent. The wheels are connected together. It's like the front end of a lawn tractor. One wheel goes up, the other goes down. It pivots in the middle. So that's a false statement. So, I don't know. Everybody I know with one of these has had issues, and my dealer said he sold 3 of these. I'm the king of the spare parts. So maybe I just got a bad one, I don't know. But I would not recommend buying one of these. I would never buy another. Like I say, when it works, it's an awesome machine. I would kind of like to have another just to see if I get one that works, because I know the melting plug issue has been fixed. Now, my dealer told me that was an issue with all Heartway scooters. That issue has been addressed on newer models, so maybe they fixed other problems. I don't know. But I'd kind of like to have another, just, one to actually use, and one to have as a backup. One to use in the winter that's subjected to the elements, and the other one summer only. I don't know, guys. But if it comes down to it, you know, it's just the price is just too high. Oops, it's just too high for me to take a chance on a second one. But I thought I'd just kind of point this out, you know, the false statements that they're making on here. And this one is no longer Heartway. It is EV Rider. So depending on where you get it, mine's Heartway. Maybe that's why Heartway doesn't have a website anymore. Maybe they aren't in business anymore. Maybe they've gone bankrupt over this thing. And repairs, warranty repairs. But I know it's sold by EV Rider. This is the one that's being advertised, and it's also sold by TGA in Europe, in Australia. So I don't know. I'm just kind of curious. Yeah, see, it's got Heartway logo on the front of it. So they're just recycling the pictures. Heartway. And that one's also... Oh, stay there. That one's also Heartway. So they're using Heartway's pictures, but it's actually EV Rider that's selling it. So that's it for this one, guys. I would like to get a new scooter. What I would really like is for the Monster to actually work and not need a new scooter. But, well, we know how all that's going. So, okay, I'm done. Thanks for watching.